guys are just obsessed with loose skin. And you know what? I really understand, because after you're pregnant, usually people have loose skin. After you lose weight, you have loose skin. And the biggest thing is, well, I don't want to lose the weight because I have so much loose skin.
Or I want to lose weight so quickly, like it's got to happen tomorrow, and oh no, now I have loose skin. That people want to lose weight, but you realize if you lose weight overnight, like with Ozempic or some other radical thing, you're going to have a ton of loose skin, and that's just a bummer. When you lose weight, you want to have a hot bod, you want it to be tight. Penelope used a word the other day called snatched.
Snatched. You want to have a snatched waist.
Yeah. You don't want to have saggy skin. I mean, that would be a bummer.
We noticed that 85.8% of you guys are not subscribed. So what are you doing? We give you guys free weight loss advice. And to the 14.2% that are subscribed, you guys are doing something right here. So thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. But seriously, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. But people will use the excuse like, oh, well, because I'm afraid that I'm going to have loose skin, I might as well just not lose the weight.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. So yeah, so we're mother-daughter duo who lost over 255 pounds.
With no loose skin. Now, how could I prove it to you? Well, I don't know. Can you just look at us and tell us we're so vital? I'm sorry, I'm not going to get naked on the internet to show you my body just so that you believe me. You can go on our Instagram, or you can just join our program and you will be able to tell there. So.
We do have some stretch marks, but they are fading. And they're barely noticeable. And they used to be really bad. Your stretch marks were like big and dark and intense, and now they're just like barely even noticeable.
Indeed, this is true. And I would have loose skin if I didn't do these 3 things that we are going to tell you about. So if I'd eaten processed junk food, and if I had done the injections and stuff, which I did try, but then I gained the weight back because it's not sustainable. That's also another thing. Usually people who do that stuff usually just gain the weight back.
Yeah, so one of the top things that you can do to help preserve your beautiful skin, whether it be from weight loss, not wanting saggy skin, or aging and not wanting saggy skin, I think is sweating.
You sweat every day.
Multiple
times a day.
Sweat is a top priority. So if you can't afford a sauna, you don't have one that you can use, you don't have one at the gym that you go to, or it's just not in your world, you can always just take a hot shower, hot bath. People can say, well, you're wasting water. True. Or you can just go work out.
Yeah. Hike up a mountain, walk on the street, take a run, take a jog.
Yeah, thermogenesis is really important for hormone health. It's really important for stubborn weight loss. It's really important just for overall health. And it's really great for your skin.
And I'd come to think of it, I remember I started using our sauna on my journey. Not the whole time, but definitely did use it.
Yeah, it's really, really important. There's a certain cleansing process. A lot of people think, well, I'm so dirty if I sweat. Well, actually, if I don't sweat, I don't feel as clean as I do when I do sweat. Do you notice that too?
True, yeah. I totally feel that.
Like when you have a workout and you really sweat it out, like when you take a shower afterwards, you're like reborn. Yeah, so it's cathartic. It's important for skin cell rejuvenation and also exfoliation. So I think exfoliation, from my perspective and from my experience, has shown that it's really important for not having saggy skin and for preserving the integrity and tightness of your skin. Exfoliation has been used for centuries. It's not anything new. So is sweat, actually. In all the Asian cultures, in Russian cultures, also in European cultures. I don't know if it's so much like in African cultures and in South America, but if you're from Africa or South America or other cultures that I don't know about, I'd love to hear about, like whether or not sweating and like exfoliation, which is really through like bathing rituals in Korea and in Japan and in China. Like they have these bathing rituals where they soak for a really long time, which causes them to sweat, and therefore also there's this deep exfoliation. And if we know that Asians are famous for having beautiful skin,
I used to be really into that, actually. Do you remember when I had my products, my scrubby products? I don't recommend like the chemical ones, but you always had this one lavender scrub from Trader Joe's that you used a lot. Mm-hmm. You also use your dry brush, but on my journey, I would actually, not knowing this, just because I thought it was fun and so exciting, and I don't know, it was like my new thing other than food. I would be obsessed with physical body washes, and it was interesting. I was very clean and I did smell very good, so that's cool. Anyway, I would scrub really, really hard, and I didn't know these things. Maybe I knew subconsciously because you talk about it, but
yeah, I think that, my grandmother, who aged really beautifully,
she said to eat burnt food, so I'm not sure about that.
Well, I think she was just trying to sell it because she didn't want to throw it away, because she didn't like to throw away food.
You don't like to throw away food either.
I don't.
Really taken that from, but we have someone else in our house who really doesn't like it. Anyway.
That's a whole other topic. Anyway, my grandmother used to always have a loofah in her shower.
Loofah. It's
Yeah,
a funny word. Loofah.
Yeah, so she used to like, she always would exfoliate her skin in the shower. And she was like, she's my guru for being 93. And even in her 70s, she looked incredible. And I'm named after her. Her name was Helen.
And everyone says that mom looks like my sister, which makes me think people think I look old. But it's because she does all these amazing rituals. Every morning, she sits in front of the red light and she brushes her body like this. I've seen her do it so many times.
Yeah.
And what else?
I brush my face.
You brush your face.
So you have like a dry exfoliation, and then you have a wet exfoliation, and then you have deeper exfoliations every so often. Whether we go.
It's so interesting that you do that.
Yeah.
You spend so much time doing it.
I spend more time doing that than putting makeup on, for sure.
I'm starting to wonder if I should start doing it. I'm just so much like you already that doing that would just be like the next level. Someone said I was the spitting image of you the other day, and I was like, wow, okay.
I also like to steam. So I'll steam my face. And
How often do you steam?
Not often. It depends.
Does that help prevent loose skin, sagging skin?
Definitely. Well, so here's the thing.
Was
So
the
we had,
steam when you strain pasta or butternut squash count?
yes, kind of.
That happens almost every day for me.
Yeah, but it's usually that's not long enough.
Not long enough, and I have makeup on, so it's just caking on my face.
Well, when you go to a professional facial, they'll usually like steam your face for a
I've
little
seen
bit.
those little steamers.
Yeah.
Did you have one of
I
those?
have one, yeah.
Of course.
I have one next to my
Okay, well,
sink.
if you could find one of those, or you could just boil some pasta.
Boil some water with some lavender in it and just like, slowly
do
steam,
you
but just
think-
be careful, don't burn yourself.
Wait, what do you think about people who put an ice bath on their face right when they wake up?
That's kind of brilliant.
What's the point of it?
Well, it tightens your skin.
So that's, there we go. That's
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice to heat it and then tighten it, I
So
think.
that's like a cold plunge for your face.
Exactly. You could just cold plunge in our cold plunge.
I would never put my face in our cold plunge.
Oh, I would.
Because of people using it.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
And also, that's just really intense. Like, I can go up to my neck. That's all I do.
I mean, these are only a few things that we recommend. These are more external things.
Wait, we forgot a really important one. Losing 2 pounds a week. Steadily losing 2 pounds a week.
Yeah, slow and steady weight loss is absolutely the key to being sure you can preserve your skin integrity. The thing is that especially if you focus on really healthy foods as you're losing weight, you'll help to rebuild your skin from the inside out. And it's an extraordinary opportunity that you have to start including better fats in your diet, better fiber quality in your diet, whole foods. I mean, there's a lot of different mechanisms that go into skin health, including your hormone health, your gut microbiome health, your diet, your sleep, your adherence to circadian rhythms, your exercise. Like, there's just a lot of layers to it. But we thought if we could just give you 3 things that you could take into action today. Like, you don't need to have a fancy brush. You just could use your washcloth to do the brushing.
Yeah.
You can walk out your front door and run up some stairs, 10, 15, 20, 30 times until you start sweating.
Yeah.
It could be really simple and not complicated. I mean, we're just kind of being funny about our elaborate,
Well, yeah, because a lot of you guys asked us in our previous video, like, oh, like, how do you dry brush? What kind of dry brush do you use? Da 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 da. And I'm like, you guys are really interested in this whole skin thing, and I didn't know you guys cared that much about it. So.
And I have a bunch of different kinds of skin brushes. I have some for my face. I have some that are more
But
gentle.
we're gonna save all that goodness, because if you want to learn more about all that, you gotta join our program, because guess what? We give you guys so much information on YouTube, and we really love giving the public as much information as we can. But your girls gotta live, and we want to help as many women as we can this year, next year, and in many years. The generational obesity ends with me. I'm your daughter, so that ends with me, and I've been saying that a lot lately, and there are a lot of women in our group who also feel the same way, and it ends with them, and it can end with you. So if you're a woman looking to lose weight, looking to improve their health or fitness or physique or whatever, we have online exercise classes that we promote. We have a women's accountability group where we're in there 7 days a week. We have a coaching call today with our amazing women. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got this text the other day. One of the ladies in the group lost 40 pounds since she was 282 pounds with her first call with us, and now she's 242 pounds, and she's losing weight every week, steadily, 2 pounds a week.
2 to 3.
Incredible. She looks freaking awesome already.
She looks healthy.
Healthier than she did when she started, and you can have the same results. And when you have support, when you have someone to hold you accountable, make you send what you're eating every day, and encourage you when you need new recipes and inspiration, just join us, because it's only going to be $47 for another month, and then we're raising the prices. So lock in now, join in now, don't wait, and I hope to see you on the other side. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all the time, or in our program.
We help women to beat obesity with our Step It Up system in just 90 days. Click the link in the description to learn how to lose weight without drugs like Ozempic.